Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? I know this picture does look nice. I can't help but notice on a lot of these crypto news websites, a lot of chatter going on about Ripple. Although I'm watching Ripple on the market, it doesn't seem to really be moving very much. But we'll talk about some different things going on with cryptos that I like. Yes, people, I can hear it already. Oh, you're flip-flopping. No. As I go along and I learn new information, that new information might change my mind about the way I feel about investments or a particular investment. But just because trolls jump on there all the time and go, oh, it's flip-flopping or you get paid for that, doesn't make it true. I'll tell you, if a person sponsoring me, I'm sucker enough to tell you guys what the agreement is, all right? I'm not sure that very many people do that. That's just the thing. I'm too much of an open book in my opinion as far as my channel is concerned. But because that's just me thinking, hey, we're all on the same boat, try to get to the same destination. You know the story. Hey, folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings in their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right. Gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. So head on over to Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. Right now is the time to start protecting yourself. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. Just pause and write it down. And you know already I have an alternative website where I am posting videos that cannot be seen on YouTube. Hour and 32 minutes left for the market to be open. How amazing the rebound on Dow Jones. This is such crap, it's not even funny. Seriously, this rebound from what? Did we all of a sudden open up our economy? I think it's ridiculous and most people are starting to get hip to it. Gold still now up instead of around the 1750, it's around the 1760, still stagnant compared to where it was. Silver started to move and then all of a sudden it made a magical dip but started to recover. I'll show you what that graph looks like here in just a moment. What do we see in cryptos? Everybody's like, oh, cryptos, man, all of a sudden everything went down again. No, understand something. This is where you get speculators, amateurs, get in the market. They invest into a specific cryptocurrency, and when it starts to go on a run, and it's a really good run, it's time to get out and grab the profits. They're not into cryptocurrencies for the long run. They're into cryptocurrencies to make a quick buck. This is common. And when you see a mass sell-off like that, it's just a bunch of people turn around and selling their cryptos and grabbing at profits when they can. I mean, I'm guilty of it on smaller coins, to be quite honest with you. So where's Bitcoin? Dropped back down to 54,000, but it's still hanging around the resistance level. It's down 782 today, but not where it was earlier. It was down almost 1,900, so it's starting to climb back in the right direction. Ethereum, still my favorite. But it is really moving at the pace of snail. It really is. Still around that, almost to the 3,600. We're getting there slowly but surely. Cardano kicking butt. It's up 2% and has been on a slight little roll lately. XRP, still disappointing to me. I was expecting a run. But let me just kind of run something past you out there for the people that are jumping all over cryptos from here to there. When XRP was on a major run until the SEC announced that it was going after Ripple, and if that's the case, then XRP at the same time. We know there's a court issue going on with Ripple, and XRP is involved. It dropped all the way down to 17 cents. Remember that? Can you imagine that right now? It dropped down to 17 cents. And I told everybody, look, don't expect it to stay there. It's going to go back up once they settle or take care of whatever crap they got going on. Remember, XRP is the chosen token by the elite or the whatever you want to call them, globalists. Brad Garlinghouse did an interview in which he said they have been bending their butt backwards to make sure to accommodate the new world order as much as possible. All of his smart contracts were with financial institutions. It was my thought that they were knocking it down so they could grab as many as possible. And I'm talking about those so-called elite people, and try to limit the amount that's on the public market. Originally, when XRP was created, it was not meant to go out in public. It was meant to only be dealt with between institutions. People don't remember that. So now, if you look at XRP at $1.07, it's still, in my opinion, too cheap. And the reason why I say that, Ripple has not completed its issue with the SEC. As soon as it's settled, as soon as it's done, and it comes out positive in favor of Ripple, and it will, you're going to see it take off. So this might be a good time to jump on XRP. Now, you can't get XRP on Coinbase. It's not there. But you can get it at Kucoin. So if you're thinking about buying cryptocurrencies, whether it's XRP or others, the links are down below in the description. One that says buy crypto here. And if you want something like XRP, then you need to go one that says Kucoin. Okay, just letting you know. Dogecoin, I want you to pay attention to something interesting here. Dogecoin is like 24 cents. If you look at Shiba, it's not even 1 cent. It's far from 1 cent. This is where 1 cent would be. Look how cheap Shiba is. And although it dropped off a little bit from where it was, it continues to fight towards a positive. It had dropped down to 2-point-something% increase, and now you can see it's already going back up again to 7%. The reason why I bring that up is it doesn't take very much money to own a ton of Shiba. I mean, you could go in there and buy like $100 worth and get like, I don't know, like 1 million tokens or something like that. And if you just leave it there and don't mess with it, there's articles talking about how Shiba has passed up Dogecoin in market cap. So what does that mean? Well, if you look at this and it's not even 1 cent, it's got to go all the way to here. That is huge growth. It doesn't look like it, but it is between where it is now before it even hits 1 cent. And if Shiba is actually outperforming Dogecoin, and then somebody was saying they believe they would pass Dogecoin. If that's the case, well, Dogecoin's at 24 cents. Shiba's not even at 1 cent yet. The point is, what does it harm is it for you to grab? And it's a crap coin. Don't get me wrong. It's a meme coin. These coins are meme coins. They don't really have any real use cases with them. But why not benefit from it? So if you throw down like, I don't know, $100 or whatever it is, and you just kind of leave it there and see what happens. If Shiba is being talked about in a way, and they're claiming that it's going to pass up Dogecoin, and Dogecoin's sitting at 24 cents, think about where Shiba is now, and then do the math to what would happen if you dropped $100 in there right now, and then it got to 24 cents, 25 cents. Yeah, that's a ton of money. We're talking about in the hundreds of thousands is what ends up happening. All right, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying, what if? And I will cover that article. So you got XRP that's still not done dealing with the SEC, and as soon as that's done, it's going to cause that coin to take off. Ethereum is running up against some serious competitors right now and slowing down. Cardano is one of them. Solana is another one. Polkadot as well. That's why I'm keeping an eye on them. If you look at the 52-week average, look at the ones that are close to their new record, or not new, but their old record highs. Bitcoin's getting up there close. Ethereum's slowly getting up there. Cardano's getting up there. Hex seems to be breaking a record a whole lot. We got Solana, Polkadot, all heading in the right direction. Luna's been on a tear. Where are these coins? Either Coinbase or Kucoin. Again, go down in the description. Avalanche near its all-time high. I think it hit it yesterday, a new one, but not quite sure. You can check real quick, but see here. And here we go. Here's Shiba again, just sitting there. It's already up to 6%. It dropped down. Don't get me wrong. It went from 6% to 4%. It dropped down because people were grabbing up the profits real quick. So you can see it was up here at 0.000035. It's dropped down to 14 or 24. Actually, it dropped down to 22 from 34. And now it's starting to go back up. This is the time. If you're going to do it, you could buy it so cheap. So again, jump on Shiba. It's on Coinbase. The link is down below. Imagine if you just threw $100 in there and all of a sudden it becomes 100,000. That's crazy. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what the heck do you got to lose besides the $100? Just leave it in there. Let's see how some of the tokens I was playing with are doing. Well, Veracity is still around 4 cents. It did almost get up to 5 cents. Actually, I think it did get to 5 cents and then come back down, but that's okay. I can tolerate that. So what happened to silver earlier? Very interesting look. See this V shape here? Around 8 o'clock this morning, it just took a dive and kept going. So it went from being up here around trying to head towards $23, but it's at $22.78. And it dropped somewhere down here around $22.40. Yeah, I would love to see it get back up here, wouldn't you? It's going to get there. Anyways, you can see right here around 8 o'clock as usual. Where are we at? $22.73, is that right? And it dropped all the way down to $22.50. So it's still running pretty horizontal, but still the safest bet gold and silver is and always will be. With the more I listen to what's going on with the so-called Great Reset, and it looks like, we saw Evergrande missed their payment. I told you the markets were starting to tank. I'll show you the proof. And then we're artificially pumped up again. Now, this is just something totally side note here. Check this out. A Shenandoah native finds a 25-pound block of gold while serving in Iraq. Can you imagine you're walking around out there just doing your thing and you go, whoa, what is this? And it ends up being 25 pounds. That's crazy. A new car, some new furniture, pay out for college, help out family. Most of us would have thoughts and more. If we found a 25-pound block of gold worth $110,000. Okay, so I'm guessing that the entire 25 pounds is not gold. Because if it was, it sure to hell would not be $110,000. Heck, over here in Butte County, this guy found a 6-pound solid gold rock piece. It's worth several $100,000, and that's just a 6-pounder. I wonder how she got it home, because you sure the heck want to hide that as much as possible. So not surprised, I've been talking about there's gold over there in Iraq. As a matter of fact, nobody is even mining it. If there's a reputable mining company out there that's interested in mining gold in Iraq, reach out to me, because I have a way to get you in there. I just thought you guys might get a kick out of somebody finding 25-pound rock that has gold in it. So here we go. This is what I was talking about. Dow Jones tumbles as markets sell off, but software stock stay strong. Well, why'd they sell off? This article is from the 6th, yesterday, and it was early in the morning on the 6th that we found out Evergrande was not going to be able to make their payment for their loans. I haven't heard anything updated since then, but the market started to react accordingly. Stocks remain volatile midday Wednesday as the Dow Industrial Average fell nearly 300 points. But Salesforce and Microsoft held some gains. Who cares? What's that got to do with the fact that we know we're on the verge of a market crash? That means if anything that you guys got invested into stocks, once it drops, you lose everything. So make sure to protect yourself with gold and silver. It says over here, the U.S. economy continues to recover from the RONA pandemic, which triggered nationwide lockdowns over a year ago. The resurgence of cases fueled by the more contagion Delta virus has recently started to slow down as vaccines rise. So let me translate this for you. We're on lockdown. There's no reason for the markets to be anywhere near as high as they are, and we should have crashed a long time ago. But we're just going to make some story up and tell you that we're recovering despite the fact that nothing is opened up, just to make you feel good about keeping yourself into riskier investments while we sell off. The elite are selling off, and what are they putting it into? Gold and silver. You know they are. I thought this was funny. No Elon Musk Shiba tweet isn't pumping Shiba prices. I didn't get the impression that's what it was for. I knew he had a dog, but we also know that just the thought of, or that there's people out there in the Twitter sphere, as soon as that dog came out, they automatically associated it with the Shiba coin, which works out great for all of us that bought into Shiba before then, including me. But that run still continues to go. I just showed you that a little while ago. So if everybody starts jumping in it, it'll go up again. So anyways, this article goes on to say, no, Elon Musk did not pump Shiba. He didn't say that. He just talked about his funny dog name. But the fact that it is the actual Shiba dog caused a frenzy in the market. And I made that comment. This is one of the problems that I have with cryptocurrencies, is that an individual has the ability to manipulate the markets that much with a single tweet. And a single tweet that had nothing to do with the token itself. That's even crazier. So here's what I was talking about earlier. Shiba took 14 months to hit the market value of 12 billion. It took Dogecoin 6 times as long to reach this milestone. So Dogecoin is more valuable right now than the Shiba coin, but it got there much quicker as far as market value than Dogecoin did. So this might be another reason why you might consider, I know it's a crap coin, but you know, what have you got to lose if you throw $100 on there or whatever and just leave it there and see what happens? It says move over Dogecoin, a spin-off Shiba, is on a tear, having gained about 350% in a month. Roughly what Bitcoin has gained in a year. The price of the Dogecoin inspired cryptocurrency has risen by over 300% in a week, pushing it into the top 20 coins by market capitalization with a value of $12 billion, according to CoinMarketCap. It's done this in the 14 months since its inception in August of 2020. It took Dogecoin 6 times as long, 88 months. I bring this article to your attention and just say, hey, that's something to think about. If it's moving or if it's gaining value quicker than Dogecoin did, you might want to jump on it before it's even 1 cent. Shiba's not even worth 1 cent yet. Yeah, you guys, I saw this article before and I think I briefly mentioned it, but everybody's up in arms going, look at XRP. So the Federal Reserve adopts the ISO 222 format for payments that Ripple is compliant with. It doesn't say they're going to use Ripple. It doesn't say they're not either. I'm just saying we know that Ripple, which is the XRP token, was the leading corporation when it came to adoption of the ISO, and that's why they were favored, and that's why they had all the smart contracts. For those people who are China puppets, I couldn't help but notice right around the time they're trying to release the gold-backed digital yuan, that all of a sudden we have an SEC issue here. And why is that a big deal? Because they released their yuan. By the way, it's not catching on very good, and it's got a lot of people over here in the United States panic. They're just going to try to force us in that 100% digital currency, but I wouldn't go for it. What I was trying to say is any plan that they have to pitch it to us obviously isn't going to work because of how poorly the yuan, they gave yuan out, just gave it away to random people, and they haven't used it. What does that tell you? It says Federal Reserve plans to adopt the new format for local and transnational payments that RippleNet is already part of, according to the press release that came out on Wednesday. The U.S. Federal Reserve spread the word that all federal banks are going to implement the ISO 20022 system. Curiously, Ripple blockchain-based payment are already compliant. So people are trying to connect the dots, and I get it. That just makes sense. Why would you need to go anywhere else when you already XRP is adopted and compliant? Well, maybe because they only want people to use the United States 100% digital coin. That would be the only reason why they would not consider XRP, or if XRP was actually busted for some legitimate crimes, which I don't think that's true. I think they're just screwing with them. One, because China was just pushing the powers that be probably to just give or slow down XRP. Because if you remember, right before the SEC announcement, they were really on a tear and the price was jumping up quick. So this might be one of those times again that you consider buying XRP. One more time, down below is a link to Kucoin. You can buy XRP on Kucoin. So that's it pretty much as far as gold and silver is concerned. Why continue to stack it? Someone said, I guess you stopped buying. No, are you nuts? No. It's just stagnant. There's not a lot of news other than what we already know. They're manipulating the prices, and everybody that's out there that's talking about these manipulated prices are saying the same thing that I did, that it's most likely they're holding down the value of both gold and silver so that the so-called elite can store up on as much of it as possible, and so should you. Anyways, that's it for now, man. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'm out.